Have you ever wondered why days like Easter Monday or Thaipusam are not a public holiday in Singapore, while days like Good Friday or Deepavali are public holidays? It's due to something that happened in 1968, and once you have watched this video to the end, you will understand everything. So, for a start, you need to know this. Public holidays are not decided by a statistic man in MOM. There is a law for public holidays. It's called the Holidays Act. Yeah, I kid you not, it's really called the Holidays Act. The Holidays Act is a short piece of legislation with just 9 sections. Yeah, it's short, just like the number of public holidays we have in Singapore. Now, public holidays are technically off days, they are gazetted, which means they are officially published in something known as a government gazette, as official non-working days. So, we currently have 11 public holidays, which is rather low, but surprisingly, it's still not the lowest in the world. But why is it so low? According to the Holidays Act, these are the official public holidays we have. How do we come up with this? You see, before 1968, we have a lot more public holidays. We used to have 16 public holidays. Other than the ones that we have now, we used to have Thaipusam, Prophet Muhammad's birthday, and Easter Monday. Back then, there were 2 days of public holiday during Hari Raya Puasa, and the Saturday after Good Friday, called Holy Saturday, was a public holiday too. So, what happened in 1968? In 1968, we just got independent for a few years, and we were of course facing very urgent economic challenges. In addition, the British troops were leaving Singapore too, which could lead to higher unemployment and economic upheavals. If any Gen Z kids were living there then, they'll all have cited mental stress and then left the country while crying father and crying mother. But not Singapore. They kept on finding solutions, and one way is to reduce the number of off days so that we can be more productive, and Singapore can be much more competitive globally. However, the government cannot just suka draw laws to decide which public holiday to remove. If not, they share kelong and then remove Chinese New Year so that those old folks don't need to give angpaos. Yeah, so they handle it sensitively. You see, after Singapore gained independence, we have all removed all British-related and Malaysian-related holidays. And since we didn't have too much of a history, we also don't have any public holidays that are tied to historical events. So what were left were just religion-related public holidays. Therefore, the solution is simple. Ask each religion to give up one of the gazetted public holidays. To do so, the government had discussions with various religious committees, and each religious group was asked to give up one gazetted public holiday each. The Muslims chose Prophet Muhammad's birthday, the Christians chose Easter Monday, and the Hindus chose Thaipusam. In addition, there will be only one gazetted public holiday for Hari Raya Puasa, and Holy Saturday won't be a gazetted public holiday too. As the Buddhists only have Vesak Day, they did not need to choose. But by now, you might be wondering, how about Chinese New Year? Chinese New Year seems to be more of an ethnic holiday for the Chinese community, which includes people of various religions like Taoism, Buddhism, and even Christianity. So calling it a religion-related public holiday might be a bit tricky. Or maybe the people who decided on that were single and wanted more angpaos. I don't know. So, this arrangement continued until today. However, back then, the Ministry of Law and Economic Development said that if Singapore prosper, then he would be happy to increase the number of holidays. Well, we all know how prosperous Singapore is now. Therefore, WP's Jamus had asked for Thaipusam to be reinstated as a gazetted public holiday. Because if you think about it, each religion kind of have 2 public holidays now, except the Hindus. Muslims have Hari Raya Haji and Hari Raya Puasa. The Christians have Good Friday and Christmas, and the Buddhists have Vesak Day, and to some extent, Chinese New Year too. Back then, the Ministry of Manpower said that maintaining this balance has served us well, and it continues to be the sensible approach. So, does that mean that we are stuck with this? Well, most likely yes,